What it do, what it do, what it do. What's up, guys? You already know who it is. It's your boy Senpai Sky, and we're back at it again with another lit video, because every video we do is lit. And today, guys, I have a ultimate beginner's guide for gathering for you guys. A couple of tips that you guys want to make sure you're doing while you're out there gathering before we just jump into the video is if you're going to be doing gathering events, or you want to just have your troops be going out as fast as possible and getting those resources and coming right back, then you got these boosters that, you know, enhance your gathering, increases gathering speed of all types of resources by 50% for 8 hours. So if you're going to be on for 10, 12 hours or even 8 hours, go ahead and pop one of these suckers right here and you'll get a 50% boost. They even have the day ones as well. Another thing that we're going to be talking about a little later on is gathering inside of your alliance territory. And when you go over here and you click on the flag and you press that view and you see the information right here, the second one tells you when alliance members gather inside of the alliance territory, gathering speed is increased by 25%. So when you gather inside the territory and you pop one of those boosters, and let's say it's a gathering event, you can have like 75% right there with just those two. 75% increased gathering speed. Not only that, but you get 20% gathering speed from some commanders as well. That's like a 95% gathering speed when it comes to gathering for certain wood if they're a specialist. But if they're just gathering stone and they're not special at gathering stones, then you have a 75% or whatever extra buff that they have for that inside of their passive skills as well. So guys, if you guys can't wait to enjoy our other videos that are going to be coming out, and you guys are going to be enjoying this video, I'm pretty sure you guys are going to enjoy this video, and you guys want to see more Rise of Kingdom videos, then make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and you hit that notification bell to be part of that notification gang. And with that being said, guys, let's dive right into this video. Alright guys, so as you guys can see here, this is my city, this is my setup I got going, but we're not here to talk about that. We're going to be kicking this thing off with talking about a gathering commander in particular. We're not going to be talking about all the gathering commanders, we're just doing one on this video right now, and then we'll jump into other videos, or we'll do other videos about other gathering commanders. But we're going to be starting off with Constance. She is a very, very good gathering commander, probably the best blue gathering commander that you're gonna get. And the way to unlock her is you would go over here, do these missions right here, get a bunch of these gold tokens, go to the shop and start getting her sculptures. Now the first one right here is gonna change every 3 days, I believe. It's gonna change. These last two, Constance and Ethelflet, are not gonna change at all, so you'll have enough time to get them both. But starting off, you want to get her off the rip until you max her out. Now once you get 10 of her to summon her, you're gonna start off by getting her to level 10, starring her up, and getting that second skill unlocked, because you're not going to use any sculptures on this first skill, or you're going to try to not use any sculptures on this first skill, because once you unlock the second one, when you go through here, once you unlock that second skill, you can, bring it down and lock it to the second skill, where it's only those two skills, and every time you use the sculptures, it'll go to either the first one or the second one, but you're going to be doing that until you max out that second skill. And the reason why I say you don't want the first skill, because it's a damage skill, it has nothing to do with basically gathering, and you're not going to use her for open field, you're not going to use her for any type of fighting. gathering only. And that second skill is the reason why I said that, because it's a passive skill, and troops led by this commander gain 20% increased wood gathering speed and 15 increased food and stone gathering speed. So as you can see, when you max this thing out, it goes all the way to 20% for wood. That is what she specializes in, and that's what you want to pretty much use her for, is gathering that wood. Unless, which is something different we're going to talk about, is alliance camps, like food camps or stone camps. Then you're going to have her, you know, with other commanders gathering that, you know, that from that pit. So after you get her and maxed her second skill out, you're going to star her up, you're going to level her up, then star her out again until you get to 30 and unlock this last skill. And the reason why I say that, because this last skill is very, very important. This last skill is a passive skill as well. This commander receives an additional percentage resources upon completion of gathering. So when you max this one out, guys, it maxes out at 10%. And not only can you get that, but when you go do the talents for her, as you're leveling her up, you're going to be getting talents. And you want to start off over here. You're going to start off at this one with the march speed, and you're going to go straight to wood. You're not going to go to food. You're not going to go to stone. You're not going to go to gold. She's a wood specialist. That's what she specializes in for gathering. So you're going to start at wood. You're going to max that out. Then you go to the next one. You're going to work to the next one. And then you work to the next one. After you get all four of those max, go to the middle, max that out, max this one out, and then you work on this side. The reason why I say this side first is because you want to get this one right here called the more the better. And the reason why I say it's really, really good is because of her last skill, when she gets extra resources upon completion, is that this one as well will stack with it. Troops led by this commander receives an additional percentage resources upon completion of gathering. So when you max it out at 6%. So that'll be, and when you have this one out, maxed out, that's 16%. Now the reason why I say that is because over here, if you guys want to check out my reports, I did 1,000,000 wood on a level 6 node, and the extra wood that I got off of there was 141k. So that's what got me that extra 16, well, it's not 16% because I have 8% plus the 6%, which would be 14%. But that's my extra 14%. 16% would get you a little bit more. Now, after you get her nicely done and set up, we're going to be talking now about how to gather. So let's get into that.
A few moments later.
Okay, guys. So the first thing that we're going to be covering is what troops to use for gathering. And the troops you want to use for gathering is T1 Siege. And the reason why is because if you look at the stats, is that load. The load is 20, which is higher than all the other T1 troops for like infantry, archers, or cavalry. All their loads are lower than 20. So you want to be making sure you're using the T1 Siege, also because of the march speed. It's going to get that faster from point A to point B. Now, the reason why you don't want to use T2, T3, T4, and T5 is because they're all slower. The higher they get armored up, the slower they go. As you can see, it drops down to 75. If you go to T3, it drops down to 70. T4 drops down to 65. And I'm pretty sure T5 will drop down to 60. Yes, it drops down to 60. So, now, also, the reason why you want to use T1 is because if you're offline, even sometimes when you're online, people attack farmers. It happens all the time. In our kingdom, we have rules where you cannot attack farmers right now, and you cannot attack cities since everybody's trying to get ready for KVK, things like that, which is why I really like this kingdom, because it's very organized. Also, but even though it still happens here and there, I'm dealing with a situation right now on that, and you know, it when things happen like that in this kingdom, you got a hefty price to pay. So, and that's what I'm saying, and that's the point that I'm making. When you're using higher tier troops, and people tend to hit you and kill or wound your troops, the higher the tier is, the heftier that hospital bill will be. And when you doing T4, T5s, that bill is expensive. So you do not want to be using T3, T4, and T5 troops. Like I said, T2 you don't want to be using either, but sometimes you have to, because if you're starting out, or you're getting into that mid game, you're not gonna have enough tier 1 C's just yet. But so you'll have to dip into that T2, and that's when you're gonna be using that T2. But it's not gonna be still expensive as T3, T4, and T5. Now, also, 2 important things that you guys need to do when you're gathering, which is always gathering inside of your alliance territory. The reason why I say that is because when you're inside the territory and you're gathering resources, you are getting a certain percentage and giving that to your alliance storage, resource storage, so, or bank, whatever you want to call it. They're getting a certain amount of percentage from you gathering inside the territory, and that can be used to building flags for your alliance, which is very, very important to get more territory. So make sure you guys are always farming inside of your alliance territory for that reason. Next one is I have a problem with this in my alliance sometimes, which we actually kick people for when we found out who it was. And the problems tend to go down. Maybe you guys as well are having this problem inside of your alliance, or somebody else is doing it outside of your alliance. But to make sure that you guys are not doing it, is make sure that you guys are always bringing enough troops to get all the resources out of that node. Like, for instance, this node is 378,000 stone resources inside of this node. So when you go to gather and you send out the troops to get that, you want to make sure you look at the load in the right bottom side of the screen, which, as you can see, the load, I have enough troops here. The load is 381,000. That's how much I can get out of that resource. As you guys saw before we got to the screen, it was only 378,000. I know I'm bringing enough troops to get everything. I'm gonna send them over there to get it. Cleopatra, she specializes in getting stones, so that's why she's gonna go over there and get that. And now, with that being said, once she's done gathering from there, that resource or that node will eventually spawn somewhere else on the map, whether it's inside the territory or outside. You always want to make sure you're grabbing everything, because if you're not grabbing everything and somebody like me or somebody else is coming to, oh, it's a level 4, oh, it's a level 5 resource, or a level 6, man, I'm about to be off for a little bit. I can hit that level 6 resource, and when I come back, they'll probably be done, or have a little bit of time left over to where they're going to be coming back. And then we click on it and there's like 20k left. We're going to be upset. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be pissed. You might get a message from R4. The whole clan alliance might get a message from R4 or lead stating, make sure you're gathering all the resources, because you still want that node to spawn somewhere on the map, whether it's inside or outside the resources, outside the territory. It is very annoying when you're finding a high level resource or even a lower level resource and there's barely anything in there. So please, guys, that is another tip that's very important to make sure you're getting everything out of there. Now, one of the last things I want to talk about is make sure when you're online to get the best out of your commanders and your troops you're gathering, hit the or gather from the, I would say, the lower resource nodes, just because I would say maybe level 4 and lower, because when you're online, that's when you're playing and you want those troops to be getting our resources as fast as possible and coming right back so you can send them out again, coming right back after they get everything, send them out again, and coming right back again and sending them back out. So you want to make sure you're getting all those resources as fast as possible when you're online, because that's when you're playing. Now, when you're offline, sleeping, with family, out Disneyland, wherever, taking a flight, wherever, you want to hit those high level resources. And the reason why you want to hit the high level resources, because it takes your troops longer to gather from the high level resources, especially if you're hitting a level 6 wood resource and it has 1,000,000, wood in there. Then you want to make sure you get all the resources out of that node. And it's going to take them a while to get that. So that's why you want to be able to hit the higher ones when you're getting offline for a couple of hours. And when you're online, then you want to, be making sure you're hitting the lower ones so you can have them coming back faster so you can send them out again. So guys, that's pretty much the tips and tricks that I got for you guys, or advice that I got for you guys in this gathering video. If you guys like this gathering video, or if you guys like this guide, I should say, and you guys find this interesting and you guys want more guides on like commanders and open field and Ark of Osiris and things like that, then make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and you hit that notification bell to be part of that notification gang, because it does not take any money from you. It's not going in your bank account, taking out money. It's free, guys. It helps me out as well with getting more subscribers and giving you guys content, guys. Helping you guys be more successful at the game, giving you more advice, tips, tricks, things like that, guys. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to be working on another video, probably for Commander Sun Tzu, or be doing a beginner's guide for you guys as well. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. I am out. Peace.